Hello? Can anybody hear me? I haven't gone live. I was just telling my vlog. I am vlogging, obviously, Magical Hopathon. I was just telling my vlog. I haven't gone live since the last round of Magical Hopathon. So this is very weird for me, but of course I've got my mini ears on. These are brand new this year. I got them ready for my outfit for Magic Kingdom when I go in September. So these are brand new to my collection, so I thought I'd pull them out. They've been obviously part of my TBR and my announcement video, so these are kind of like the theme for this round of the readathon. But thank you for joining me this evening on July 1st, the first day of Magical Hopathon round 4, where we're also going back to Walt Disney World. Let me know how you're doing already. Have you already entered the park? Because shamefully, I have not. I still need to try and conquer that prompt before I can get onto any of the attractions, snacks, and shows. So yeah, I'm a little bit behind schedule, but it's fine. We have the whole month. I'm not stressed just yet, I think. So we'll see. But thank you for anyone who's joined. Let me know how you're doing, what you're reading, what attraction prompt you're doing, what show prompt, what snack prompt, etc., which park you're at. I'd love to know. Hello, hello. Oh, it's so nice to see familiar faces. Oh, it's been a while. I always say when I do these live shows for Magic Hopathon, I just need to do them more in general. And then just life gets busy, life gets in the way, and I just never end up actually doing them. So I'm so glad to be back and have a reason to actually chat with you guys in real time, because it's just a little bit different to getting comments and stuff on like videos. Like, it's still nice to get comments, but like it's nice chatting in like real time. So thank you very much everyone who's joined. Oh, I was so nervous. I was saying to Mark before going, I was like, I don't think anyone's going to join. I haven't gone live in so long, and we kind of like made predictions on how many people were going to join, and I was very low on myself. I said like 7 people would join, and that would be amazing if they did. And obviously we're surpassed that already, but Mark was very ambitious, so we'll see if we get to Mark's number, and if we do, I'll let you guys know what his number is, but I don't want to like say it out loud just in case. But hello, how you doing? I'm really good, thank you. Busy day at work, working from home, but glad to be done. I managed to read a little bit on my lunch break today, but not as much as I would have hoped. So I'm only 144 pages into a novel, Love Story by Ashley Boston, which is my park entrance prompt, because this truly is a book that I haven't been able to stop thinking about since it got announced back at the beginning of the year, and I read the blurb, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. So it perfectly fits this prompt. I am obsessed with it already, just as I thought I would be, but yeah, I would like to try and finish it today. So I'm really hoping these sprints will help me do that, and you guys will be the motivation. Hello, Sage. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Jem. Thank you for joining. Yes, I am for 2 whole weeks. I'm so excited. Mark is very much excited to go as well, but he's kind of like, we'll go if we have to do this, and he really wants to go to NASA. So we have 14 days in Orlando visiting Disney with 1 day in NASA. So that was my little like, okay, fine, we can go. We can take a day out of Disney. We can go to NASA. So yeah, that's kind of like the plan for the holiday. Very, very excited. Not long to go. So excited. So this readathon, I planned it well. This is the perfect time to do it. It's getting me so excited. But the fact that I haven't been able to go into the parks yet via reading is making me a little bit sad. I haven't entered the park yet. Phew. I'm starting with that prompt. I'm reading Atlanta. This is why I don't go live, because I'm awful at pronouncing things. Atlanta. Atlanta. Oh my god, I'm going to embarrass myself. I hope you enjoy it. I haven't heard of it myself. Fingers crossed you have a good time reading it. Also behind schedule, so don't worry. I feel like, can we really all be behind schedule on day one? Like, it's day one and we haven't even finished day one yet. Like, the first reading sprints have only just begun. So none of us are really behind schedule. It's just because I gave us the extra buffer to read the park entrance prompt 2 weeks before the readathon starts, which is why I feel like I'm behind schedule. But really, if I didn't create that rule, none of us will be behind schedule. So technically, it's all good. We're all good. Emily's here. Hello. I can't decide whether to finish my current read or start a new book to read on. Well, if your current read fits the prompt of a book you can't stop thinking about, and that could be classed as you can't stop thinking about it because you want to finish it so you could read more books, I would say just finish your current read and then count that as your park entrance prompt and be done. And then you can be in the parks and be all magical and have a great old time. That would be my reasoning. I have entered a park and I'm currently on Rise of Resistance with these Gambit. Exciting! Someone's on a ride. Yeah. I'm wearing my Disney World t-shirt just as a little shout out. This is one of my favorite Disney World t-shirts because I only got it on my last trip, but it feels so vintage. Like it has all the classic characters. And I also feel like if you are aware of the Disney World situation, well, it's all backwards, but this side, this is Brer Rabbit. Brer Rabbit is a character from Splash Mountain in Magic Kingdom. Splash Mountain has just reopened as Tiana's Bowery Adventure. This character no longer exists. This character is now vintage in Disney's eyes, and I have a t-shirt that has him on it, which I feel like is quite unique. So this is going to live with me forever now because I'm like, this might be the last bit of merch that Brer Rabbit's ever going to be on. Little bit of a side tangent there. Hello, Lindsay. I'm just joining. I'm just ironing and cooking. Nice. We'll get reading later. I'm on my attraction book. I'm in the Magic Kingdom and I'm on Tron. That's super exciting. I haven't ridden that ride yet. I'm very excited to ride it. I really hope you're enjoying your book for it. I'm sure it's very much fast paced. This is so exciting. Guys, I've enjoyed hosting every single round of Magical Hopathon, but being back in like Disney World for this round just feels so nostalgic back to like 2021 when we're all still kind of like struggling with what was going on in the world and we all just needed a bit of a cheer me up. And I brought out this readathon. It got so much better feedback than I thought it was going to, and it just brings me back to like a place of like pure happiness, and I'm so glad everyone's enjoying it again. Oh, it makes me so excited. Hello, Helen. I'm already in the parks. Yes, another one in the parks. Have started with middle grade, the 4th book in the Pages and Co series, which I've been meaning to read for ages. Nice, exciting. Oh, I was going to read that because I had like a real phase of middle grade, and then I kind of like came out of my middle grade phase, and I'm very much in my adult phase now. Like, I think I've only read 2 YA this year and 1 middle grade. All the rest of my 40 books I've read this year have been adult. So I'm not sure whether the series will be for me now, but it does sound very whimsical, very magical, perfect for Magical Hopathon. I really hope you're enjoying it. I'm still coming over with a cold, so if I sound a little bit bummed up, that is why. I'm 92% through my park entrance prompt, a cuckoo calling. So hopefully I'll finish it during these sprints. 8%, you've got this. Like, I have like 200 pages. You can absolutely do 8%. I have faith in you. We can do this together. And then we can both be in the parks doing our attractions, shows and snacks onwards from here. Quick question, is entrance just once or whenever you switch parks? Just once. So once you've read your park entrance prompt, you are free to run through, go wherever you want in the Magical Hopathon, as long as you pick a park, do 1 attraction, 1 show and 1 snack within that chosen park, and then you can just move on and do a different park. You don't have to keep reading the books because Disney tickets are like park hopper tickets. So when you purchase a Disney World ticket, most of the time now they're park hoppers, which means you just buy your ticket once and you can hop between all the parks. So this readathon is very much based on real things that happen in Disney World, which is the way I like it. It makes it a bit more realistic. So 1 park entrance prompt. Once you've read that, you're all good to go, hop between all the parks. Enjoy. You know, I could use it for my park entrance prompt instead. You could. You're welcome. I love it too. It's so vintage Disney. Like, it really brings me back to when I used to go in like the 2000s. It's so exciting. I feel like I should change my Stitch P days to really get in the vibe. I 100% agree with that decision. I feel like you definitely should do that. I would be in my PJs if it wasn't for the fact that I'm on camera, but this is the best you're going to get. Mini ears and a Disney World t-shirt. But maybe when I sprint again, which I'm hoping will be Saturday or Sunday, most likely Sunday, but nothing's scheduled yet, so don't hold me to it. It really just depends on my actual schedule, whether I can fit one in, but I'm hoping like Sunday daytime. We'll see though. But in terms of these sprints, if you guys haven't taken part in Magical Hopathon before, these sprints are kind of special to me because they're not your usual reading sprints. And if you guys were doing round 1 with me, then you'll know, and you might kind of be like, I can't really remember, but I feel like there was something different about these sprints. That is because we decide how long we're going to read for each sprint based on the current wait times in Walt Disney World. So exciting. We now have a few questions to figure out what ride we're going to queue for during that sprint, if that makes sense. So we're going to read for as long as like maybe the Haunted Mansion queue time is 50 minutes. And then when we come back from the sprint, we technically have ridden a ride. It's just a fun, different way to pick the times that we read for rather than just doing a standard 45 minutes, 15-minute break. So I'm going to go onto the Disney World app. I'm so excited. I was so nervous to do these sprints. I was like, oh my God, I haven't been on camera in so long in terms of like actually being live. But I'm vibing already. I'm so excited. So let's go to the map. You're not going to be able to see it very well, but we're currently in Magic Kingdom. So I want you guys to write in the comments if you want me to pick a ride in Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot. But if we go to Magic, we've got quite a variety of wait times. We can meet Mickey Mouse for a 20-minute wait. We could do Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is 60. I'm not really feeling a 60-minute sprint, not gonna lie. I feel like the max is gonna be 45, just so we can get as many sprints in as possible. But one of the prompts I do have in Magic Kingdom is the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and that is currently a 45-minute wait. So if anyone's doing any Magic Kingdom ride prompts, let me know, and then we'll do that kind of like prompt. It makes sense. Big Thunder Mountain is currently a 50-minute. Not sure about 50. I do really feel like maximum is still gonna be 45, but Big Thunder Mountain is currently at 50. Tiana's Bowery Adventure is currently down on what's it called? Virtual queue, so there's no wait time for that currently. Yeah, 60 is definitely too long. It's just a fun way to pick which time. Hello, thank you for joining, Paula. Magic Kingdom. We'll start in Magic Kingdom. Still need to plan my TBR for this hopathon. You've got this. You can do it in the first sprint, and then you can start reading in the next ones. I'm hoping to do at least 3 sprints, depending on the queue times in Disney World right now. Wait, let me pull up my spreadsheet to see. Epcot. Ooh, what's Peter Pan at? I think we might do Epcot for the next sprint. So if we do a park per sprint, so we'll start in Magic Kingdom and then we can hop over to Epcot into the next sprint. But Peter Pan is currently at, I think I said a 45-minute wait. No, yeah, 45-minute wait, which is, to be fair, if you're a regular at Disney World, 45-minute Peter Pan flight, they're 4 hours currently behind us because of British summertime. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Like middle of the day, like peak time, it's only 45 minutes. That is pretty impressive. So we could do Peter Pan's flight at 45 minutes. Even I've forgotten what other prompts there are at Magic Kingdom. So we've got Winnie the Pooh, which is at 45. We've got Peter Pan, that's at 45. Big Thunder Mountain, that's at 50. Tiana's Bowery Adventure is on virtual queue, so we can't do that. And the last one was Tron Light Cycle, which is also on virtual queue. So I feel like Tiana's Bowery Adventure is currently on virtual queue. So you basically sign up to get a boarding group, and then your boarding group gets called throughout the day, and you just queue via that. So there isn't actually like an actual wait time because it's a brand new ride. And Tron is the same situation. It's a virtual queue, so it won't work just yet. We can make it up and say it's 45, but technically it's not on the map yet because of the virtual queue system. I'm thinking Winnie the Pooh or Peter Pan at a 45-minute sprint. It's a classic booktuber sprint time. They recently started doing it for the newer attractions, so people basically weren't queuing for 8 hours and wasting their entire day in the park. So basically you log on to the app at 7 o'clock in the morning if you're on Disney property, and you click very quickly to get a boarding group for the ride that you want, whether that's Tron or Tiana's Bowery Adventure, which are the 2 in Magic Kingdom that currently have virtual queues. And then you get given a boarding group depending on how quick you were to click through the system. You can even be boarding group 1 or like 150. And that basically means that you get given like boarding group 30, which could be called at like 11 a.m. But you don't have to wait in the queue. You just rock up at the ride at 11 a.m. and then queue from there. So you can go off and do other things, grab breakfast, do other rides, etc., whilst you're technically waiting in the queue. It works really well for new attractions when there's such a demand. And then obviously once the attraction gets older and the demand has kind of like left, then the virtual queue kind of disappears and you start doing a normal standby queue. But that's basically how it works. So Tron and Tiana's Bowery Adventure are still 2 very new attractions in Magic Kingdom, so therefore have the virtual queue system. So that ramble over, I think we should go with Winnie the Pooh and do a 45-minute sprint. Thank you for joining, Joe. Let me know what you're reading. I don't even actually know what many people are reading. You just said what attractions and stuff you're doing, which is exciting. I actually think I prefer knowing you guys what attractions you're doing compared to what book you're actually reading. Is that bad? I don't know. But we'll do Winnie the Pooh, who's at a 45-minute wait time currently. Still reading my park entry prompt, but hopefully we'll have it finished today. Me too. I'm really hoping, like, this is a very quick read and I'm loving it. So it shouldn't actually take me too long. But I think it's about 357 pages and I'm on page 145. So I'm hoping I can get it read today. But if I have to go into a little bit of tomorrow, like I still have 31 days, 30 days, 31, I think 31 days in July to read 12 books. So like it's still doable. I can do this. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, let's get sprinting. Happy first day of the readathon. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for joining. I'm reading The Housemaid's Secret. Is that the second book in the series? The red one. I feel like I gifted it to Chloe. I'm reading My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You a Story by Frederick Bachman. In the UK, it's called My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologies. So that like title really gave me some brain fart moments. I unfortunately DNF that book and I love Frederick Bachman, so I'll be really interested to see how you're enjoying it across these sprints. I really hope you do absolutely love it because I absolutely love Frederick Bachman. Paige! Oh my god, you made it! I'm so excited. We're just about to ride Winnie the Pooh, which I know you got. I know you love him. I know you love him. He's at a 45-minute wait time. We're going to ride Winnie the Pooh by reading during the queue time of 45 minutes. We're just finding out what everyone's reading, and then we'll get to sprinting very, very shortly. I'm reading Alive and Well by Bailey Hannah. I haven't heard of it, but I hope you enjoy it. Yes, the second. Oh no, he's my favourite author, and this is the only book I haven't read yet. I'm sure you're going to love it. I think it was very much a me situation rather than the book situation. So go in with open mind and just absolutely love it because it's his writing style that does it. So I'm sure you absolutely love it. It is an amazing choice. I just always envision your Winnie the Pooh ears. I'm reading Big Bone by Joe Watson. Hope you're enjoying it. Cowboy romance. Okay, I need to check that out. I haven't read a cowboy romance yet. Done and Dusted is my first cowboy romance, and I'm reading it for the Magical Hopathon. So hopefully I'll love it. And if I do, I'll check out Alive and Well. I'm reading One Last Shot, my second book of the day. Oh my god, absolutely killing it. And with that being said, let's hop into the first sprint. If I can remember how to share my screen. Screen share, select a tab, share. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Amazing. Okay, 45 minutes. Let's get into the queue. I'm excited to read it. It's not until Hollywood Studios though, which is my second park, but I still need to get into the parks first. So let's get to reading. Let's ride Winnie the Pooh. That 45-minute wait time. Let's get going. How did we all do in that sprint? Let me know. My camera's tilting. I'm trying to vlog at the same time. Let me know how you all did in that sprint. I didn't do as well as I thought I was going to, and now I'm like, I'm really not sure I'm going to finish this book. I read 30 pages. Not ideal, but a lot happened in those 30 pages, and like the story has really truly picked up now, and I'm very, very intrigued to see where it goes. So I'm excited. And the thing is, because this is not my most anticipated release of the entire year, I don't want it to go too quickly, but I also want to binge it at the same time. So I'm like, I need to try and find that balance, but I do want to finish it today. But I'm not sure if that's actually going to be possible. I have half the book left, but it is only 7:30, so we can still fit in a few more sprints. So we'll see. But how did everyone do? Let me know. Did you finish any prompts? Did you get anything done? Got through 8%, I think, 4 chapters. Nice, enjoying it. Is it a quick read, seeing as it's a cowboy romance? Let me know. I'm sure it is a quick read if it's a cowboy romance. Hello, Rebecca. Oh my god, I didn't remember the read from started today, but I'm ready. I'll read Magnolia Park's Long Way Home as my park entrance prompt. That is a chunky boy. That is a big book, but I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for joining. And yes, it started today. Don't worry, you haven't missed much. We are just getting into the full swing of things. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Read 35 pages and I'd rather stopped by for a bit to pick up some stuff. Nice, nice. 35 pages and the break. That's better than me. You can definitely read a lot. You can definitely read a lot this evening, is what I was going to say. I read exactly 50 pages in that sprint. I need to pick up my reading pace, but I feel like I'm really trying to absorb this book because obviously, like I said, it's my most anticipated release, and I feel like if I rush it too much, I won't like absorb it. So I'm just trying to like take my time a bit, but also read it quickly. It's a really hard balance to find. I read about 50 pages. Nice. Are you reading the book that you posted on Instagram earlier? The Twisted something? No, you're reading One Last Shot. The second book of the day. Yeah, it's a pretty quick read. I can tell we're getting close to them finally getting together, so I'm excited for that. I'm getting to that point in my book as well, but unfortunately, I do feel like in terms of like Ashley Poston love interests, Anders is my least favorite so far. Like my favorite by far is definitely, I can't remember his name, but the chef from the 7-Year Slip is definitely my favorite Ashley Poston love interest. He's not my favorite. I think what I'm enjoying more from this book is the actual plot and concept rather than the romance. Like the romance is good, but like I'm just so intrigued by the whole concept of this book that's kind of like taking over my enjoyment compared to the romance. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Maybe I will fall in love with the romance, but so far the plot and the concept and the intrigue is keeping me going in this version of the book. In this book. I don't know why I said version. I read quite a bit, up to 40 pages, but it's very fast paced since it's a YA. Thank you for reminding me. You know me very well. I don't tend to remember what people are reading, so thank you for reminding me. I do appreciate it. And just as an FYI to everyone else who's new to these sprints, I cannot pronounce things very well, and I'm awful at remembering what everyone's reading. So you may need to prompt me every so often. But I'm glad it's fast paced. It'll definitely allow you to read quicker. And it's for a fast paced prompt, isn't it? For Tron's Light Cycle, I think you're reading. So perfect prompt, perfect book. 97. Yes, you can do this. You'll read the next 3% in the next sprint, depending on what Epcot's queue times are like, because we'll go to Epcot next and see what it's like. And also, I got tagged into Instagram stories during that sprint, and I want to say Mike had Winnie the Pooh prompt, Winnie the Pooh ambient sounds. I'm gonna have to go back on my Instagram now, but I'm pretty sure it was you that had Winnie the Pooh ambient sounds, and you literally just replied to me. No, the book Boju. Sorry, wrong person. All good. Let's just forget that. But anyway, if you are taking pictures of this readathon, please tag me in them. I love seeing what everyone's up to. I just joined at the end of that sprint with enough time to pick out my first book for the readathon, A Kindred by Octavia E. Butler. I feel like that book rings a bell. It is you. Your Instagram handle's different. Okay, I need to remember that. I need to remember that. I thought it was you. I was like, pretty sure it's you. Different Bookstagram handle. I will remember that. I'll remember that for next time. Are you enjoying it? Let me know. I feel like you might not have read that much of it though, but I hope you enjoy it nevertheless. I had a day off today, so I just read, so I'm starting strong. You are. I kind of wish I took some annual leave for this readathon. I didn't take any. So yeah, I wish I'd taken a few days. I have Thursday off, but that's because me and Emily have plans. So I don't really have like the day to like chill out and read. So I do wish I'd taken a few days off because I have some annual leave left, but I just felt bad for taking any annual leave prior to my 2 weeks off for the actual Disney holiday. So I felt bad taking any days off this month. But I kind of wish I did because I do kind of wish I booked a day off work just to like fully zone myself into this readathon and get myself like well underway. Excuse me. You got way further into it than I ever did. I think I got about 50 pages into it. So if you've got that far, I feel like you're gonna enjoy it. So let me know how you feel. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe it's to do with your Google account. So maybe it's not like a YouTube setting thing. Maybe it's a Google account setting thing. I don't know if you've tried that, but maybe that's an idea if you haven't. Working on my TBR. Luckily, I did read an anticipated release. I do have my entrance ticket. Nice. See, that just works out amazing. So that's good. I was planning on reading this last week, but Seven Summers by Page Two kind of took a choke hold on me, and I had to finish that one. And I only finished that one yesterday. So I read 100 pages of this yesterday, and I really thought that I was going to finish it today. But hey, it is what it is. It is fine. I will still finish this readathon, whether I like it or not, whether I'm sleep deprived, whether I'm stressed, I don't care. I'm getting this readathon done. I haven't yet not completed Magical Hopathon TBR, so fingers crossed. That was Can You Trust Me by Wendy Hurd. I haven't heard it or heard about it, but I hope you enjoyed it, seeing as it was an anticipated release. Or we need to discuss plans. I have you in my bullet journal. I have you in my bullet journal on just throwing everything everywhere. On Wednesday, somewhere up here, sort out plans of Emily, something like that. You're in my bullet journal anyway, but we need to figure out plans and timings because I'm a planner. I need to have my plan set in stone, but we definitely can do that. Oh no, I'm unemployed then. Well, yeah, it would. I just did Bingo-a-thon in all of June and jumping straight into this. I love that. I feel like I miss the amount of readathons that are hosted. Like back in like BookTube in like 2020 when like no one had anything to do at bar read. Like I was reading like 15 books a month and they were chunky fantasy books. I kind of missed those days. And it was when everyone just had loads of time to read. But I do kind of miss the community vibe, and that's why I feel like I really enjoy this readathon because I do really feel like I hopefully bring people together, and especially with two kind of main denominators of Disney and books, it really just brings like-minded people together, and it makes me really happy. But I guess it is one good thing about being unemployed. I hope you're all good. Just joined. Hello, Kayla. Starting with Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. Mahonigan. I've tried reading Nora Goes Off Script. Let's just say that. I have tried. I had it as an iBooks on my iBooks account when I didn't have a Kindle. And I got about 30 pages into it. I just did not care for it whatsoever. But I hope you're enjoying her newest release. I have heard like, I watch like the big booktubers. I don't know if whether I class them as booktubers, because I class booktubers like really small content creators, and then they're just like book people. Basically Destiny and Sarah, they really like Annabelle, but I'm not a massive fan. But I hope you're enjoying it. Definitely frozen cola vibes though, 100%. It was a happy accident that my day off ended up being the sort of the start, I'm gonna say, the start of the readathon, but it was fun the way it worked out. Definitely. I really wish I'd booked the day off, but it's fine. Plans are good. I would have messaged you anyway. Goody. Got it. I got it. That was when I got back into reading so much that's when I got back into reading as I'm not even tired yet. It's literally 7:45. That was when I got back into reading. So as much as we hated lockdown, it brought reading back into my life. Got you. 100%. I would say I definitely found my vibe of reading during the lockdowns, and I definitely absorbed myself way more into the community, way more into just like the whole kind of book universe. In terms of like Bookstagram and Booktube. I was watching Booktube beforehand, but I started my channel in lockdown. I started my channel in June of 2020. And it's just created such fun vibes since then, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So yeah, although it was a shit time in life, it definitely kind of like grew me as a person and really developed me as like who I am today. And without it, I definitely wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't have created the Magical Hopathon. I wouldn't have just done all these fun things. So yeah, I agree with you there. It brought reading definitely to the forefront of my life, and I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, and the other point was a good thing. Oh, okay. I got you. I hope you're okay. Just waiting for the council to figure out a work placement for me so then I can chill. Well, at least you've got books, and books are a great thing to absorb yourself into. So, and the Magic Hopathon is a great readathon to do. So, welcome. It's kind of day, so no work for me. Ah. See, that's what we need. We need to make a national Magical Hopathon day. So everyone partaking in Magical Hopathon every time I host it gets a day off for the first day. Now that would be some power. That would be some power. Before we sprint again, any Disney ambient recommendations? What have I watched recently? You know what I really enjoy watching actually is Walt Disney World Today TV. If you just type into YouTube, Walt Disney World Today TV, it's the TV screens that you used to be able to watch in your hotel resorts, and it will tell you the park times, the temperature for the days, what shows are on, and it has a really nice ambient kind of backing track. And I think one person has a channel just for that, dedicated just to the Walt Disney World Resort TV, and they have it live, like a reading, like a live show. And you can just watch it continually. And I would recommend that, unless, or as people tagged me in the first sprint, basically just whatever ride we're going to queue for, type in like Winnie the Pooh ambient sounds, and they found some great ambient soundtracks for that as well. I didn't put ambient soundtracks on the first sprint, but I might have to do it for the second one. I would do it on this actual live show, but last time I did that during the first round of Magic Hopathon, I got copyright striked. So I can't do that anymore, but you guys feel free to put ambient sounds, Disney ambient sounds on in the background for reading. And before we get too distracted, we should probably start figuring out our next prompt. So I said we were going to head over to Epcot next. This is not something you can do in the readathon, by the way. You can't hop between parks until you've done your 3 prompts. But just for the case of this live show and the diversity and like figuring out lots of different, not figuring out, just by like exploring lots of different parts of the resort, we're just going to hop between lots of different ones. But you need to make sure you read your attraction, snack, and show prompt before hopping between parks, just as a reminder. Right, where's Epcot on this map? There it is. Ooh, we've got some hefty queue times. We've got some hefty queue times. I've just planned out my second park and I haven't got to the first one yet. Well, I've planned out all 4 and I haven't even entered, so you're doing better than me. Oh, I love putting on Vintage Disney playing in another room, but oh, it's so good. So good. Yay! Hello, Leandra. Thank you for joining. This is my first book by her. Annabelle Mahoney. Well, if you enjoy it, maybe try her other books. I hope you enjoy it, and you hope you enjoy her writing. I just didn't really vibe with the writing, but obviously every book is different, every person is different. No. It's just fun to hop between the parks for queue times, but it's not allowed in the actual reading part of the readathon, okay? Okay, give us an Epcot ride tour. Okay. Spaceship Earth, which I don't think is a prompt this time round, like a ride that you can pick for a prompt, but we've got a 15-minute queue time for Spaceship Earth. We have a 15-minute queue time for meeting Mickey in Epcot. We've got a 15-minute queue time for Mission Space. We have a 10-minute queue time for the Three Caballeros in the Mexican Pavilion. We have a 55-minute wait for Frozen Ever After. There's going to be a really short sprint or a really long sprint, so it really does depend on what people want. We have 50 minutes for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, or we have 15 minutes for Figment, or we have 55 minutes for Soaring, or we have a 5-minute queue time wait for Living with the Land. 5 minutes. We can't sprint for 5 minutes. Well, we could, and then we could hop over to a different park, because Epcot is literally a 15-minute queue, a 5-minute queue, or a 55-minute queue, and I don't think I could do 55, because if we do a 55-minute reading sprint, I'll only be able to do one more, because if you're new and you haven't been following me for ages, thank you for being with me, I appreciate it, but I go to bed at 9:30, and I'm asleep by 9:30, so I really don't like sprinting too late. So if we do a 55-minute sprint, I'll really only be able to do one more. Whereas if we do a couple shorter sprints, we'll be able to do more, if that makes sense. So it just depends on what everyone wants. I'm happy to do a 50-minute sprint for a ride such as Frozen Ever After, Ratatouille, or we can do a 15-minute, take us to just past 8, and then we can do a different park and it might give us like a 30-minute, 40-minute one. It's very 50-50. I'm down for a shorter one. Give us that little like power boost. Get us like more words. Give us some more pages under our belt, and then we can hop into Hollywood Studios and look at the ride times there and see what we want to queue up for next. I definitely feel like 15 minutes is the vibe we go for. Shorter, shorter, shorter. Okay, we shall go shorter. So should we do, it does, doesn't it? I don't like, 45 minutes sounds doable, and then you go into 50 and you're like, oh, no, I can't do 50. Maybe 50 on Sunday. So if you are new and you've only just tuned in, I'm hoping to go live again on Sunday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but it is the F1 and it is Silverstone this weekend, so it's our British Grand Prix, and I'm an F1 fan. Mark is an F1 fan, so I'm hoping to go live on Sunday, but it depends on when F1 falls. So maybe on Sunday we can do some longer sprints. So in terms of 15-minute queue times, we can meet Mickey for 15 minutes. We can do Figment. You know what we should do? Because one of the prompts in Epcot is Turtle Talk with Crush as one of the shows. Turtle Talk with Crush is 15 minutes. So if everyone's vibing with going to chat with Crush from Nemo for 15 minutes, let's go and do that. Sounds good. I will message you in the sprint because I need to open Canva and figure out. But I think it's this. I've just put it in the chat. I think it's called that, but let me triple check, and I'll let you know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. After Lando and Verstappen's mess up in Austria, I'm just hoping for good things for Lando this weekend. But anyway, enough of F1. Let's get to reading. Let's go meet Crush from Nemo in Turtle Talk with Crush. And I will see you in 15 minutes. Let me get the timer back up. Let me change it to 15 minutes. How do I do this? Short break, long break. Can I not edit this? Well, that's not going to be very good. Unless I can change it. Aha, I can change it, okay. I got it, I got it. I figured it out, yay! Okay. Right, I will see you in 15 minutes. How did we all do in that very short but speedy sprint? I hope we all enjoy Crush's Coaster. Not Crush's Coaster, that's in Paris. Turtle Talk with Crush. I'm just going to have a quick look just to see Hollywood Studios wait time, just to kind of get a vibe for what we could do. There are some 30 minutes. There's 120 minutes for Rock and Roller Coaster, but that literally just reopened, so that's fine. But we have some options, so that's good. But let me know how you all did in that sprint. I read 20-ish pages. I'm almost at the 200-page mark, which is good, but not great. I'm hoping we can do another 2 sprints at least. Fingers crossed, because then I think that'll get me to a good point where I could finish it tomorrow and start another book. Fingers crossed. I'm already pushing my whole schedule out of whack. I could show you my schedule, but I'm not going to, because that's very type A, and I'm not ready to reveal that side of myself yet. I feel like we're picking good attractions. I just figured out that the book I'm reading doesn't fit the prompt I chose because it isn't a fancy sci-fi, but I saw I can easily switch it for another prompt, so that's good. Hey, like, it's all fun and games. Like, if you accidentally mess up, like, I'm not gonna come at you. It's fine. But I'm glad you managed to switch it out. Thank you. I appreciate the rule following. 11 pages of my grandmother, etc. I love how you're just calling it grandmother, etc. I think everyone should just title the book that now. The title is way too long. I have a question for you though. What is your favorite Frederick Bachman book out of all the ones you've read? I would love to know, because mine is A Man Called Uwe. I was like, I have to think of the name then. Shortly followed by Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer, but that's kind of like a novella. So, but let me know what your favorite one is. 120, my god, yeah, not doing it. But the ride literally reopened today or yesterday after refurb for like 6 months, so I can understand. End up playing around in camera for a bit instead of reading. That's fine. Sometimes you need a break, and the fact that it was only a short 15-minute one, reboost, reset, can read again another one. I think I'm going to start in Magic Kingdom, and I've been there. I live in California, so I go to Disneyland 2 to 3 times a year. Amazing. It's very similar. Magic Kingdom is basically Disneyland, and then California Adventure is basically Hollywood Studios. So you can definitely just kind of like focus on those two and kind of just get a vibe. But thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. I think I'll start with Tron's Cycle, one of my newer romances I want to read secondhand, but truly madly deeply. I recognise that title. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know how you get on with it. 7% into my Dole Whip. Oh, I love it when this is why I love this readathon, because you can literally just be like, yeah, I'm 10% into the queue line for Tron. I'm 7% into my Dole Whip. I'm 50% into whatever, the Festival of Fantasy, watching Fantasmic. I don't know. It's just, there's just a vibe about this readathon, if I do say so myself, that just makes it so much more fun compared to other readathons. Hey, who am I to... God, I'm gonna cough. Excuse me, who am I to say anyway? I read a little bit, but I'm dog sitting at the moment. Marvin wanted attention, so attention he got. Marvin can get all the attention he wants. He is like the cutest puppy, or not even maybe a puppy anymore. He's probably like a full-grown adult, but he can get all the attention he wants. That's absolutely fine. Mine is Bear Town with A Man Called Uwe, a close second. I didn't like Bear Town. I think I need to reread it. I unhauled it. I read it, gave it like a 3-star, and unhauled it because I was like, this isn't the Frederick Bachman that I usually know and love. So I was a bit salty and I unhauled it. But isn't there like 4 books in the series now? I feel like I need to give it another chance. Maybe it's like an audiobook or a Kindle version. I don't know. A Man Called Uwe has a special place in my heart, but The Winners is very close. I love A Man Called Uwe. Did you enjoy the film adaptation with Tom Hanks? Because I love Tom Hanks as well. So the fact that like my favourite Frederick Bachman book got turned into a movie with my favourite actor, I was a bawling, crying mess. Ugh. 22 pages. Nice. I think I read 3 chapters. I had to put the little one down for a nap during that sprint. That's fine. I guess you're going to have to look after a child. Like, it's okay. I can't believe I really thought I was going to finish this book today. It's fine. It's fine. It's only day 1. There are 30 more days to go. I'm sure I'll be fine. But I'm just like, I need to get into the parks. Everyone's like 7% into their Dole Whip. I'm on Tron, and I'm like, I haven't. I'm at the gates. Like, let me in. Oh, totally agree. Love the vibes of readathon. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad everyone. I say everyone. I'm assuming everyone's agreeing, even if they haven't written a comment. Everyone agrees. I know you do. But yeah, I do appreciate all the support. The winners is the third and final. Okay, in the Bear Town. Okay, because it's Bear Town, us against you, and then the winners, I believe. Obviously, I haven't continued on with that series, but maybe I do need to give Bear Town another go. Now I've matured more as a reader. Got through 13 pages before my husband got back, and we had a chat. Nice. Sometimes you have to put your down. Oh my God, put your book down for a little bit and actually socialize, which is a shame, especially when you're reading such a good book. Is anyone's current reads feeling like a 5-star? Let me know. I'd love to know that. But I love it. I feel like I need to give it another go. I'm going to be so real. I haven't watched the American version of A Man Called Otto. Yeah, it is called A Man Called Otto. I just rewatched the Swedish one. I can get on board with that. I loved, yeah, because technically I forgot that the film's called A Man Called Otto. I don't know why. They could have just kept it A Man Called Uwe. It's not hard to pronounce Uwe. So yeah, I maybe should have watched the Swedish one with subtitles, because obviously I don't know Swedish. Maybe I should. Is it good? I'm sure it is if you've re-watched it. I just got home. I'm reading Dry. I love Dry. I really hope you enjoy it. I literally feel like it's on my bookshelf behind me. Yeah. Why is the camera always flipped? I'm so close. There. I really enjoyed it. If that's the one you're talking about, Neil Schusterman, love Dry. That was so much easier. Not a 5, probably a 4.5. Exciting! I'm really hoping this one stays at a 5. Like I said, not 100% vibe with the romance, but the concept is what's really drawing me in. My entry prompt was 4 stars, but not a 5, and now I'm reading my first attraction. Oh, I'm loving all these ratings. I love it. The actor playing Uwe is very much embodying the Uwe vibe. Exciting. Okay, I might have to find it somewhere and watch it. But on that note, so we can try and get at least 2 more sprints done, let's give us some options on which attraction we could do. You definitely will. I believe in you. So I'm thinking the attractions that we actually have for the prompts, Slinky Dog Dash, 75 minutes. Not going to happen. Tower of Terror is at a 40. So we could do Tower of Terror. I would be down with a 40-minute sprint. That will bring us up to 9 o'clock, and then we could do like a short sprint to finish off the evening. If we start at 20 past, we could do 40 minutes at Tower of Terror. I was going to say Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios as a whole. We could do Tower of Terror at 40 minutes. We could do Rise of the Resistance is 65, but that would mean then that is our last and only sprint. Trying to think what other attractions I have on my prompt sheet. Rise of the Resistance, Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, Mini Mickey's. Mini Mickey's is at a 50. So once again, a little bit too long, I think, if we want to get 2 more sprints in. We've got some votes for some Tower of Terror. 40 sounds good. I think 40 will work. I think we should go on Tower of Terror. I love that sensation. Mark absolutely hates it. He'll go on it once on the trip, but I feel like I need to go on it more than once. I absolutely love that feeling of literally your stomach dropping. I think everyone is happy to do Tower of Terror. Very spooky. If you get an ambient sounds up for Tower of Terror, you're going to be like a do 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 do. Very spooky vibes. When everyone's like reading romances and cowboy romances, and literary fictions, and we're going to go for Tower of Terror. But I think that is the best bet because it will bring us up to 9 o'clock, and then we can do one short sprint, maybe from Animal Kingdom, and we can hit up all 4 parks in this first round of sprints, which will be really, really exciting. I love it. It's such a cool sensation. I'm gonna look forward. I'm gonna look for an ambience that is terrifying. You do that. Love doing tarot during magic hours and letting it wake me up. Yeah. First thing in the morning, it's intense. Last time I did it was right after having a hot chocolate. Not such a good idea. Tarot Tower, love the feeling it gives. Oh, 100%. Oh, a man called Uwe is on Maui. Newby? In the UK. I'll have to look it up. I will look it up. I will put it in my bullet journal. I will look it up. But just quickly, 1 minute to spare. You can let me know in the comments whilst we're sprinting. I can't remember who mentioned it, but someone commented whether I was going to do a Discord for this readathon. Obviously, I haven't set one up. It's only the first, so there is room and time for me to set one up. If people would want a Discord for this readathon, let me know if you would want one. And if you do want one, because I'm not very well versed in Discord, which channels would you want me to include for everyone to have a chat? Let me know. It was you, Paula. I knew it was someone. Thank you for the idea. There is still time for me to set it up if people do want it and there's like a universal yes. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me give you guys what you want from this readathon. I would love to have a Discord as well. I'm just not very well versed in it. So if people could give me ideas on what channels you'd want, and maybe one for each park, maybe a general one, maybe one for like prompt suggestions, book recommendations. I don't know. Let me know, and if that's the case, I'll try and get one set up this week so we have one for the remainder of the readathon. But with that being said, we can all chat about it in the next chatty segment. I'm going to get the timer set up for Tower of Terror's queue line. And we'll start sprinting, and I'll see you in 40 minutes. How did we all do in that sprint? It was 40 minutes. I read about 30 pages, just over 30 pages, so not bad. And to be fair, this font is quite small and it's quite dense for a romance. There's a lot of like descriptions. So I'm happy with that. 30 pages in 40 minutes. Obviously, not going to finish this book today, which is fine. It's fine, I think. I'm just gonna try and read a little bit more before I fall asleep. I know I said we're gonna do another sprint, but I think I miscalculated the times ever so slightly. So I do think that was gonna be our last sprint. We'll chat for a little bit. We'll discuss the Discord because I have set it up. I haven't set up any channels. I've literally just created a Magical Hopathon server. So you guys can help me out with channel suggestions, etc. I know Paula messaged me on Instagram and we will discuss channels and stuff together as well. But if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see from the Discord, let me know and I can get that set up over the next couple of days. So it's available to everyone for the majority of this month. But let me know how you all did in that sprint. Everyone seems to be down for a Discord though, so that is good. It would be amazing, especially in the smaller readathon. It would be so cozy. It really would. Discord is fun, but I'm not very familiar with it. Neither am I, Leandra. Neither am I. Discord would be great. Maybe like a channel for each park, some general like book chat, book recs, prompt recs, etc. That would be good. Prompt recs would definitely be good because I know some of the prompts I create are very kind of like out there or slash very much to interpretation. Hello, Lisa. Lisa Ann or Lisa? Let me know. Lisa Ann, I'm assuming, or just Lisa. And let me know how you would like to be called. Up to 21%. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop indeed. I'm sorry that one we just did will be the last sprint, but I hope everyone got a lot of reading done. They wanted to get done. Nevertheless. 46 pages, but starting to struggle now. Me too. That's why I feel like I'm just gonna end the sprint here. I would love to go to Animal Kingdom, but let me have a look at Animal Kingdom queue times because I feel like you've got Flight of Passage, which I feel like is going to be a long wait. You've got the Safari. Like there aren't many ride choices in Animal Kingdom. Yeah, we have like 35, 5, 15 for Dinosaur, which I know is a prompt. Safari, which is a 5. But there's no point doing a 5-minute sprint. We might as well not do a sprint. 60 for Meeting Minnie and Mickey. And then 60 for Flight Passage, 50 for Nile River Journey, 65 for Cali River Rapids, 35 for Mount Everest, and yeah, like I said, 15 minutes for Dinosaur. So I feel like there isn't really like a good one that we can end on. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of a chat, see how everyone's getting on, and then sign off for the evening. 27 pages of My Grandmother, etc. That is my new favorite book title. 43 pages. Excuse me, I'm getting my cough back, which is not good. I went from 16 to 25 in my ebook. It's 780 pages. Oh my god. That's impressive. So you've read 9%. What's 9% of that's almost 10%. So like 60 pages. That's impressive. I only got 2 chapters through. One of them was pretty long and ended up making lunch because I was hungry. I do not blame you for that or whatsoever. I do hate long chapters. One good thing about my current read is the chapters aren't very long at all, so it definitely feels like it reads quickly. How long have I got until the next chapter end? Yeah, I've got another like 5 pages until my next chapter. I would love to get to at least 250 today so I can just have 100 pages to finish tomorrow. So then hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be in the parks. Fingers crossed. I keep pushing back this schedule, which isn't great. I only read about 15, 20 pages because I had to save my Duolingo streak. Got to keep that going. Got to keep it going. I'm pretty familiar with Discord if you ever need help. I think I will need help because I don't really use it. The only time I tried to use it was when I had a book club back in 2022. And that only lasted a couple of months because I couldn't juggle having a book club and read and have a YouTube channel and work full time, etc. So it kind of like dwindled out. but that's the only other time I've had a Discord before, and I didn't use it very often. So I'd love everyone's opinions and thoughts and help. All much, very much appreciated. I know I'd be on Discord, but apparently it's nice. Apparently, I have heard the same thing. So maybe we can all venture into it together and it be like a Disney book, cozy vibe, magical hopathon. And then we can always just keep chatting, and then you can be the first to know when round 5 appears out of nowhere. 43 pages in that sprint. Nice, Emily. Oh my god. Excuse me. Take a drink. Miki, oh my god, that's so cute. I just realised it fits the theme very well. It really does. Welcome. Seeing Flat Passion at 60 is shocking to me. Oh my god, you worked when it opened, and the wait for that ride was like 3 hours at any given moment. I worked in Animal Kingdom in 2019 on the DCP, but the UK version, and I worked at Flame Tree Barbecue during my summer, and it became my ritual, should we say, to ride Flight Passage every single day before my shift started. Most of my shifts started at 4 and finished at like 10 p.m, 11. So every day I would rock up to work a couple of hours early and ride Flight Passage. So it has a massive special place in my heart. And 60 minutes isn't a long wait time whatsoever. So I definitely feel that. 60 minutes is very shocking, but I feel like everyone must be at Magic Kingdom today because of Tiana's Bow Adventure opening to the public. Frederick Buckman, I love you, but I'm not writing out this title every time. Exactly, it's so long. And even my favourite novella, And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer, I'm like, you need to stop doing long titles. We have got some short ones like Beartown, Anxious People, etc. But yeah, those two are ridiculously long. I made it 50% into Summer Romance. Yay! That's incredible. Are you enjoying it? Yeah, about 65 pages, but e-reader pages are small. They are, to be fair, but still, that's impressive. Are you doing more sprints this week? Hopefully, fingers crossed. I really want to do Sunday. I would love to do 2 sprints a week, like Monday evening, because this is the best weekday for me to do because I work from home Mondays. Then I can cook dinner for me and Mark for as soon as he gets home at 6, and then I can quickly eat dinner and then come on to sprints at 6:30 and do this. So I'd love to do 2 sprints a week, one on Mondays and then one on a weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on my own schedule. But most of my weekends in July are free for a certain reason, and that's because I've kept them free for the Magical Hopathon in the hopes that I can read a lot and host a lot of sprints. So I'm hoping them to be on Saturday or Sunday. Make sure you're subscribed, not subscribed, maybe subscribed so you can see when I schedule the video or the live show, should I say. But also make sure you follow me on the Magical Hopathon Instagram because that's when I'll announce it there. But I'm hoping Sunday at some point. But it is the Silverstone Grand Prix this weekend. So it might have to be around that. We might have to take some long sprints on Sunday if I do them on Sunday so I can watch the Grand Prix of Mark whilst also sprinting, if that makes sense. Or maybe it worked quite well because you'll be like driving a fast car and we'll be sprinting, aka reading. It might work out quite well. So I'm hoping Sunday, but fingers crossed. But I know you, Leandra, you're following me on everywhere, so you'll be the first to know, I'm sure. But hopefully Sunday. I started my July TBR video. Nice. I think that's why I haven't managed to finish my book, because I had to get my June wrap up and July reset video sorted for tomorrow. So I think that probably cut out a lot of my reading time today, but I don't have any other videos to figure out until Sunday. So yeah, it's going to be a juggling month this month with everything going on, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Me too. It'll all be a learning curve for all of us, it seems, but I'm sure we'll figure it out together. I have a Discord channel now, so I could help if you ever need or want. I would love any help. I will sure to message everyone with their tips and tricks. Finishing my first short story of A Twisted Tale anthology whilst you were chatting away. Yay! Finishing your first short story. Amazing. I did the Canadian DCP at Discovery Island Merch in 2017. Ate at Flame Tree almost every day. Oh, Flame Tree Barbecue has a special place in my heart. Let me tell you. I went to go meet Minnie and Mickey at the little camp bit just around the corner into Asia. excuse me, before my shift, and I showed them my name tag and everything, and they were like, "Oh my god, like, where do you work?" Obviously, the cast member at the time helping feed what they were trying to say, because obviously they don't speak. And I said, obviously, I worked at Flame Tree Barbecue, and they were like, "Why don't you bring us any food?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm working later. You can come pop by." And guess what? They actually popped by. I have a letter written by Minnie and Mickey saying that they like miss me, and that I hope that I'm having a good program, etc. And oh my god, cherished moment forever. So, oh, Animal Kingdom, Flame Tree Barbecue, special place in my heart. Best time of my life. I know you do. I think I'll have it all planned out by like end of week, kind of like Friday. So yeah, if you want more sprints, hopefully I'll be coming Sunday, but I'll let you guys know officially Friday, I think, most likely. That's so exciting! Disneyland trip as in Disneyland Paris or Disneyland California? That's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. I love it when people say they're going to Disney. It just makes my heart so happy. So that's very, very exciting. Well, you know, Paige, you could always book a trip. Just saying. Just saying. It's, oh, if only we could just all book a trip at the drop of the hat. That would be. Can you imagine one day we all just like came together and actually went to Disney together and read books for the Magical Hopathon whilst being in Disney together? How cool would that be? Exciting! Oh my god, you're gonna watch the parade million splashes of color. That looks incredible. I'm very jealous. Have the best time. You'll have to send me pictures. You'll have to send me pictures. I haven't been to Disney since I was 16. I want to go back. You will go back, Emily. I have full faith in you. And it'll be the best thing ever. I'm doing a Disney cruise in March next year and doing Epcot. I'm doing an Epcot day and I can't wait to be back. That is so exciting. Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy. Moana, Journey of Water. Two things I'm most excited for in Epcot. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never been to Disneyland or World, but I live in a city that has an amusement park that inspired it, so close enough. Oh, 100% close enough to be able to go to some of the places that were inspired by those parks. They're like the route. That's like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a classic, like Pride and Prejudice, like classic romance where all of our favorite romances come from. It's cool. I love that. Reading while waiting in line for a ride. Exactly. We could all read together. We could have like a book club. Oh, we'll send you all of the updates. Please, please do. Then we could read while waiting interaction. Exactly. And we could actually do the prompts that we've been reading all these years. It would be a dream. Exactly. And with that being said, it is 9:15. It's coming up to my bedtime and I still need to get ready for bed. I need to take, sadly, these mini ears off. I don't think I'll be wearing them in every sprint. I've just worn them for the first day of sprints. But I am going to leave you guys here for now. I really, really am so grateful from the bottom of my heart for you joining me this evening. It has been an absolute blast. I've enjoyed every single second. I just love the fact that I've managed to merge two of my favorite things, Disney and reading, and everyone seems to enjoy it just as much as me. I hope you all got off to a magical start for this readathon. I'm hoping to be back in a couple of days I'm gonna say in August. I'm not going to be back in August. I'm gonna be back on Sunday, which is still July. And hopefully by then I'll be in the parks. I would have read this book and I'll be well underway in completing my TBR. But you can tell I'm getting tired because I'm literally just talking absolute nonsense. But I appreciate you all for being here. I will get this Discord set up. I will message everyone who said they'll help me and get things set up and get going so we can have a Discord chat, so we don't always have to wait until these live shows to chat in real time with everyone, because everyone here is so special to me and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Prince. Bring back the readathon. Always, always. I'm going to keep reading until I finish my book tonight. I wish I could, but I've got to be in the office tomorrow, so I don't think I can stay up too late and read. I just want to get to page 250, which is another like 20-ish pages, and then I'll probably call it quits for the day. You are so welcome. I'm actually filming an Instagram reel for the first day of the Magical Hopathon, so I'm just going to quickly do a bit of portrait recording to end off my Instagram reel. I was only here for a bit, but loved it. Thank you. You are so welcome. Hopefully you'll join on Sunday. Fingers crossed. I'm so happy you're sprinting again for the hop-on. Happy reading. Yes, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for hosting. Have a great night, and everyone. See you Thursday. I will see you Thursday, Emily. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Have a magical rest of the week, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye.